So now to conclude this section, I want to make sure that the data is stored on the device and therefore not lost if the app is restarted. Now I want to do this from inside my provider here, from inside the user places notifier class to be precise. Here we're adding a new place, and it's here where I then also want to store my place data on the disk of this device. And when it comes to storing the data, that means that I want to store the title and also the location data, the coordinates and the human readable address, but I also want to store the image. Because at the moment, I'm using the image which is returned by image picker. And this image picker image that we're getting back, this picked image, is actually stored in a temporary location. So it might be deleted from that location by the mobile phone without us doing anything. So we can't rely on the image to stay there. It might be deleted by the operating system to free up some space. So we should actually move that image to a more persistent location. And I want to do that as part of this add place method in this provider class, in this notifier class to be precise as well. Now to store the data on the local device, we'll need to install a couple of packages. For example, Flutter Path Provider, which is a package that will give us easy access to the path where we should store the image so that it's not going to be deleted by the operating system. This package gives us easy access to a path that we may use to store data that belongs to our application. So we will need to install this package here by running flutter pub add path provider, which is what I'm doing here. And once this is installed, we'll also need to install the Flutter Path package, which might sound similar, but is a different package that simply simplifies the process of working with file paths. Because we'll need to construct some paths manually, and this package simply makes it easier to construct paths such that they work on different operating systems. For that, we should also install this package here by using flutter pub add, actually this second command here. So here I'll run flutter pub add path. And last but not least, with that installed, I also want to install the SQF-Lite package, Flutter SQF-Lite. And that is a package that will allow us to store data on the device using SQL commands. It essentially helps us create a basic SQL database on the device and store data like the title of a place or the location coordinates in that database. So that's now not a database running on some server, but a database that runs locally on the device where our app runs. Now I will say that using SQLite for storing data on the device is just one option. You could, for example, also use the shared preferences package. This is another package that allows you to store data on the device, though it's a bit more basic than the SQF-Lite package. With shared preferences, you store simple key value pairs. With SQF-Lite, you have that full database which you can use, which is why I am using this package here. So we'll also install this here in our Flutter project by running this command. Now, with all these packages installed, we can get started.